Hi, I'm Jeff Cannon, President of Citizens Bank of Lawrence County. Is your bank outgrowing our community, or has your bank completely left our community? Here at Citizens Bank, we are a full-service financial partner. We offer everything from all types of deposit accounts, debit cards, online banking, to mortgage loans, 24-hour ATM, telephone banking, and commercial and consumer loans. We are home to Dublin-Lawrence County's Student Advisory Council, which will be entering its 12th year this fall. We are large enough to offer all the products you want, but still small enough for you to receive the personal one-on-one service you deserve. Be watching this fall as we introduce some new products that will make banking with us even more convenient. Stop by and see us today and you'll discover why we are Dublin-Lawrence County's community people. Citizens Bank of Lawrence County, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Welcome everyone to Lawrence County Board of Education, where we're here to congratulate the new superintendent, Juli Alligood. Congratulations to you, Julie. You've just been sworn in. How did that make you feel to have that process?
It was great. It was a good experience. I had a lot of support here last night, and Mr. Gibbs Flanders, or Judge Gibbs Flanders, came and did that for us, and so it was an exciting time.
Yeah. You know, Julie, all across the community, you've gotten a lot of support through the years from the people of Lawrence County, haven't you?
Right. I have.
Let's talk a little bit about, first of all, where you grew up.
I grew up in Montrose, Georgia, actually close to the four-county point, right there on off Montrose Allentown Road. And so I lived there all my life, got married and moved into the Bleckley County part of Montrose, and still drove 40-something miles to East Lawrence High School to teach every day.
Wow.
So I looked at some other things, but Lawrence County had just become home, and I really enjoyed teaching over there, so I didn't move. And then I got into leadership position at East Lawrence Elementary, stayed there for a year, went to the primary school, was an assistant principal there for a while, and then got into a principalship there and had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Had a lot of fun.
Yeah, and what would you say people describe you as? What type of leader?
Well, I don't let people get comfortable. I don't think. I had a couple teachers one time say, well, if we reach this goal, are you going to kind of back off a little bit and let us rest? And I said, oh, no, we'll kick it up a notch. So, and that was sort of the theme of our principals meeting this year. We just need to kick it up a notch, make sure we're still moving toward that goal of being at the top. So.
What I know being an administrator has helped you prepare for this day. Other things, your education, such as that have helped you prepare?
Probably my greatest influence as far as being a leader came from my daddy. My daddy was an 11th grade graduate way back in the day, and he had his own logging and shipping company. But I learned more from him about work ethic and leadership than anybody. He missed a lot of my events growing up, and he wasn't there for a lot of things, but he taught me so much by being a leader. I mean, he always worked for his people, and he believed in his people, and they in turn gave him that respect, and they wanted to work hard for him. And so that's something that I picked up along the way that I feel like is instrumental in leading any group of people.
Yeah.
So.
What was his name?
Willis Payne.
Yeah.
So.
And I'm sure you're very proud he's still alive today?
No.
Yeah.
He died about 6 weeks before I got married. I was 20.
Yeah.
So.
I'm sure he would be very proud of you. You know, and our fathers put so much, most of our fathers put so much into us as far as how we develop and how to treat people in life. And, you know, again, you are, from your reputation as far as I know, a demanding but fair person.
Right. I'm pretty demanding.
That's a good attribute. It's very good. Leaders should be, though.
My grandmother was also a great influence. I have to mention her a little bit because her grandfather was superintendent of schools in Twiggs County. And so from the time I started teaching, she would tell me stories about her grandfather and how he was always such a fair person, and he really wanted to really have all the children in every school have what they need, and how he went great lengths in the first car, I think, that was in Twiggs County, would travel all around the county to make sure that distribute books and things for kids. So it's kind of neat. I wish my grandmother were here because I think she would be so excited that You know, I followed in her grandfather's footsteps. So.
Yeah, that is wonderful.
Yeah,
That
kinda
truly
neat.
is.
Mhm.
It is. And so, since you said so students would have what they need, do you feel that students in Lawrence County systems have what they need?
I think we're on the right track. I think we have a lot of resources in Lawrence County. When our advanced ed folks came, they looked at us before they left and they said, wow, y'all got some great teachers, you've got some great resources, and you are poised to be at the top of the state. Now, we're not at the top of the state, so that lets me know we've got a little more work we've got to do, but I think we do have a lot more resources. I mean, could we have more? Sure, but we've got a lot more technology than a lot of our peers across the state have, and so we've got a lot of good things going on.
I love that poise. That's a positive way to present it to you, is it not?
Very much so.
Yeah. And I know, once again, people are very excited about you taking this leadership position. I know a lot of people have made comments to you. Can you share with us possibly any that have really meant a lot to you?
I've just had a lot of support, I think, through the years, and I think people noticed when I was at East Lawrence Primary, it was about pushing and doing a little bit more than we ever thought we could. And it's about believing. You got to believe in yourself, and we've got to believe in our students,
Right.
or we won't get any further.
Right.
We won't get to the top of the state. But I think that's a lot about what it is. But a lot of people have said a lot of things like that through the years. I didn't realize I could do that, or and I think that's kind of probably something I'm most proud of.
That is encouraging.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. What's our strongest suit? I know you mentioned people. I know you mentioned technology. But what's another? What would you say is our strongest suit?
Well, I do think our people are strong. I also think our community is strong. I think our community wants Lawrence County Schools to succeed. I think our community wants Lawrence County Schools to be better than what they are now. I think our community is wanting our school system to draw industry. And I think that's what we need to give them. And that's, so I think they're ready to partner with us, and I think they're ready for us to move forward.
And I'm sure you've already made those inroads, or are making those inroads into
some. Yeah, I have. I was asked to speak at the Exchange Club, and that was interesting. I gave our advanced ed presentation. I believe in laying it all out there.
Yeah.
And with our advanced ed report, we got some great data. I mean, they said, this is what you need to work on. And it was no secret. We know what we need to work on. I mean, these are the things you need to push forward with. We need to look at our product. What kind of student does our community want us to put out? And we did a lot of talking about that, and they gave me some feedback. And so we came back with our district leadership team, with our principals, and we talked about that.
So share with us what our weakest point is, what our area of greatest need would be.
I think complacency is probably our greatest thing we've got to work on. I think we have gotten to a point where we got some good schools. We've got some good things going on. But I think we've become a little bit complacent. And it's hard to kind of kick it up a notch. When you're good and you're kind of on cruise control, it's hard to get people to realize we're going to have to work a little harder and we're going to have to dig a little deeper. But I think that's where we are right now. And it's hard to move from that point. So.
Yeah. Let's talk about your family now.
Okay.
So tell us your husband, tell us your children.
Jeff Alligood, I'm married to him, and he's a leader in his division with the Department of Juvenile Justice.
Right.
Sometimes he wants to give me some advice, and sometimes I listen, and sometimes I don't.
Yeah.
I have a 20-year-old, and she's a junior at Mercer. She graduated from Trinity, and
She's doing quite well.
She is doing well. She runs cross country and track, so that's helping us out a little bit there. She wants to be a teacher, special ed teacher. So,
Wonderful.
and people will say, "Did you talk her out of that?" And I'm like, "No, I think it's a great thing." So,
Yeah.
I don't know that we'll want her in Lawrence County, but we'll see.
She's very compassionate.
She is. So
that would suit her.
Yeah, she is. But and I have just now. My middle daughter turned 7. And she's in the 2nd grade at East Lawrence Primary, and she's all pumped up about school.
Yeah. What a great school.
It is a great school. It is. It's a good little school. And then the baby is 15 months old. So.
Wow. Spread it out.
Yeah. People say, "You really wanted to do this?" I said, "Yeah." And I had one of the board members say I was just a shoe-in because I was going to always be a PTO member. So.
There you go. You certainly have a vested interest.
I do.
Yeah.
So. anyway.
It's a great place to live, Lawrence County. You said, and
It
this
is.
was the first teaching job, the first
It
educational job?
was. I
And
started
you-
at East Lawrence High
How
School in
wonderful.
1992.
Ah,
So,
so you bought in and stayed in.
I did.
That's wonderful.
I did.
That's wonderful. What do you need from the community?
I think just support. I mean, we're going to be working on our strategic plan, and I've talked to a few community members about, we need some of their input. We'll be doing a stakeholders meeting pretty soon. We want the community input, just like I talked about at the Exchange Club. We talked about our product and how they could give us some insight on what they want from students in Lawrence County. What do you want them to know and be able to do? And we want to work on that. So just input and support, I think. I think positive press is always good.
Yes.
I'm not saying we don't want to report it, the facts, but we've got a lot of really good things going on in Lawrence County, and like our advanced ed reviewer said, we need to control our message. We've got some great things going on, and we need to put that out there. So,
Well, we look forward to working with you.
all right.
Certainly do. Best of luck to you.
All right,
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I'm very excited.
I know I speak on behalf of the community. We wish you well, and we know you'll do excellent.
Well, thank you so much.